The Education Department plans to reduce the subjects offered in grades 11 and 12 next school year. Education Secretary Sani Angara said the curriculum for senior high school next school year will focus more on providing work immersion. This aims to make senior high school graduates more qualified to join the workforce. The Employers Confederation of the Philippines, or ECOP, is currently coordinating with DepEd regarding this plan.
Yung more for work na mga subject na sa reading nila, sana yung mga learning for literacy, sa work literacy, yung writing nila, yung mga report making, yung mga ganon para sa work, may tama doon. Even yung mga research nila, it should be tailored na we will be working.
Now, to get more insights about this, we have Professor Eleanor Bahrami of the USC College of Education. Prof, thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to both of you.
Yes. Sige, of course, we would like to know your general insights about this, yung proposed reduction of subjects in grades 11 and 12.
Actually, it's such a good move from the DepEd. That's something that was a very good decision because they also consulted with other agencies and other employers. So yun talaga yung gusto natin i-push na to increase employability because that's the point naman of K-12
Yes.
para makapag-work na yung those who opt to work after the senior high school and they're competent enough and they do have the skills, working abilities, and whatever skills and knowledge they need in the workplace.
Yeah, but the question I'd like to ask now, although ang point nito is to make most of the students in senior high school work ready, pero hindi ba also critical yung building the foundation with regards to theories, in general, yung academics?
Right. Well, DepEd naman, what they're proposing is really still maintaining about 5 to 6 core knowledge-based subjects that will still target those competencies and those knowledge and information that the students do need. But at the same time, importante kasi yung strengthening also the other soft skills that are needed for the workplace. Kasi yun talaga yung kailangan.
Yep, I'd like to ask kasi also about nagiging issue recently sa mga estudyante natin sa Philippines, in particular, is reading and speaking, reading comprehension and speaking. Now, you think we should also focus on enhancing this while also immersing them in work para at least pagdating nila ng college years, medyong rounded na sila, well-rounded sila?
Well, definitely. I think that's really the foundational concepts or knowledge and even skills that students have to learn. The writing, the reading, the speaking. But at the same time, I think for those who opt to have yung dun sa tech voc strand, I think ma-retain din naman yung mga knowledge-based subjects na yon. But I think it's gonna be created more towards their workplace. So wherever they decide to work. So parang mas practical siya, kumbaga.
Yeah.
And those who opt to go to a more academic strand, na go to college or go to tertiary education, those foundational subjects are still gonna be there for them.
Problem kasi po, minsan ang nagiging nakikita nilang issue dito is yung wala silang makita ng kahit na ito na, magkakaroon ng immersion, di ba? Magiging work ready yung mga senior high school natin. But nagiging problem daw nakikita nila dito is hindi naman sila employable kasi yung some of the companies here pa rin, they still, accept or they still want yung mga college graduate.
That's true. I actually agree with that. We see a lot of those on social media na parang for a job, let's say for example, sa fast food, gusto nila parang 4-year degree yung natapos.
Yes.
So I think we have to also think about yung mga employers. I think it's a matter also of collaborating and consulting with the employers to figure out na parang we have to change also the way we hire our employees. Kasi you have to understand that not everyone is made for a 4-year degree.
Exactly.
Not everyone is really made for an academic track. Others are more practical in terms of their skill, di ba? Mas tech voc sila. So I think one of the things also that DepEd emphasized was that what they want to do aside from the alignment is to also make sure na merong national certificates yung mga makakatapos ng TechVoc. At the same time, mukhang i-require din nila na pati those who are taking a more academic strand to also have national certificates from TESDA.
But
So,
Prof,
which is a great move.
I'd like to add on to that, Prof, na kasi for example, they start their work immersion. Siyempre, matutuwa yung mga students kasi while immersing, I think may income silang, slight income na makukuha. Is there a danger na most of them that come from yung families that need the income, baka hindi na bumalik sa school? Are there safeguards in place na para maengganyo sila to continue on with studies?
Well, I think kasi with the K-12, kailangan talaga nila matapos. Like, to get the certificate and para to consider them as nakagraduate ng K-12, they have to finish their program. So, I don't think aabot naman sa point na hopefully na kasi usually pag internship naman, ano yan meron yang certain number of hours lang and certain number of weeks that they're employed in a certain company and then they have to move on to another. So I think ano pa rin yun, that they're still considered students even if they're earning. So kailangan pa rin nila matapos yung K-12, yung senior high school nila.
Oo. Yun nga kasi just to touch up lang dun sa point ni Diego, kasi minsan baka ang kinakatakot din dito ng ilang mga magulang, baka daw, well, I get your point po kanina na sinabi nyo, hindi lahat po born to finish yung 4-year course at yung iba nangangailangan ng trabaho. Pero yung isang issue nila dyan is baka naman in the future, mas maraming mga estudyante ngayon will be encouraged, no? Not to, pursue college anymore because after senior high school naman, I can already be employed and earn money.
Well, if you think about it, in other developed countries, I think, di ba, parang ganun din yung nila, ganun din yung tingin nila. But in the same way, I mean, I want to go back to my point earlier that if the student or if an individual feels na parang, okay, like I'm enjoying earning, but at the same time, I also wanna pursue a college degree or bachelor's degree, some of them, what they do is they work on the side. So parang naging working student sila. So I think it's really a matter of how motivated the student is. I think at the end of the day, it really boils down to internal motivation. Like what motivates them to study, what motivates them to find a job.
Yeah, but I'd like to ask now, like in the US, for example, for those who are not yet in college but are graduates of the similar K-12 program nila, meron salary grade that they, even if they come into the workplace and they go up against a college graduate, the salary grade for a college graduate would be higher than that of a high school. Do you see that program here so that para maengganyo pa rin ang students to finish college na even if they're ready to work sa high school, teka lang, pag college dinerecho ko, mas maganda ang salary ko. Are we in touch with Dole regarding these issues?
Well, I think DepEd and all other agencies, TESDA and DOLE, should take that into account as well. Kasi nga naman, di ba, you are compensated based on your competencies and also based on your background, educational background. So, tama yung sinabi nyo na obviously, pag associate's degree, may konting additional yon.
Right.
Tapos pag bachelor's degree ka naman, may additional yon. More so pag may master's degree. So, it really does matter. Your educational, I think, background really does matter. But I think for now, what DepEd is trying to address is really for students to finish K-12 at the same time being able to be employed after.
I don't know if you have information about this, but kailan daw nila plano gawin, ma-implement itong slightly na pagbabago pagdating sa senior high school, yung pag-reduce nila ng subjects?
I do not have the information at the moment because I think DepEd just came up with this yesterday. But hopefully, they take into account to consider this by next academic year.
And I think I want to also touch up yung focus naman natin doon sa, ito na pag-usapan na natin to before pa Prof, yung tungkol sa mga kakulangan ng equipment at saka classroom, di ba, sa mga different schools natin dito sa Philippines, lalo na most of the classrooms here were affected by the recent typhoons.
Well, I think DepEd has a lot of work to do, especially with the change of leadership. Although I do believe that right now, I think they're really making an effort with all the changes. And I saw the list of some of the assistant directors that DepEd has assigned. And I think they are definitely very much competent and capable. So hopefully we see the changes that we have been really trying to see and really trying to parang work on in our educational system.
Sa bagay, kakastart pa lang naman
Yeah.
ni Secretary
Angara.
Sunny Angara. But from then, meron na po ba kayong assessment so far kay Secretary Angara?
I think it's a little bit too early to make
right.
any comments on that, but we'll see. We'll be watching. We'll be definitely watching what DepEd is doing. Hopefully, I think at least speaking for the tertiary level, I hope there's more collaboration with CHED because
Right.
we do need DepEd's help, especially in alignment of our curriculum para alam din namin kung anong gagawin namin.
Alright, sige. On that note, thank you so much for joining us today. That
Thank
was
you very
Professor Eleanor Bahrami, faculty ng UST College of Education. Thank you so much for joining us today.